Story.
With another Nigerian top act. This time is not a person on the movie industry, but we are hanging out with one of the most talented Nigerian artists, Victor.
Yeah.
How are you doing, Victor? How are you doing? How are you finding Nairobi, man?
Yeah, it's good. It's a nice place.
Have you been here before?
No, this is actually my first time, and I got here like 2 days ago.
How do you... I know, of course, it's colder than Lagos.
Yeah, it's cold. But I think it's, let me say for now, the temperature is actually like, okay, it's fine for me.
It's fine for you, right? So, which part of Lagos do you come from?
Okay, I'm actually from Delta State, Warri.
Oh, Warri.
Yeah.
I was telling Brother Shagin about me crossing over Delta.
Oh, yeah. Serious?
I've been to Nigeria and quite many spaces and many places.
Okay.
And even to Margaret Ekpo Airport in Cross River State.
Wow.
And to Baesla as well.
Oh, that's like the southern area. That's my own place. That's my place.
Yeah,
it's close to my place.
It's close to your place, yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm in that area a lot. Welcome. Tell us, musically, how is coming? How is music coming now?
Yeah, it's good. It's great. I think it's this is the time to be alive.
Yeah.
Especially for Afrobeat and African music.
Yeah.
It's making more sense now, because I could remember like back then while I was growing up, playing the Nigerian music in a Nigerian club is actually hard. So
crazy.
We don't get to hear it like for 10 minutes or so. All you keep hearing is a Western song, but now we can play our own song for the whole day.
For the whole night, actually.
For the whole night, actually.
In the club. I think the first time I came to Nigeria there, and I can't remember the year, is it 2007 or 6? When P Square had just released Do Me.
Oh.
And I was in Cross River State. It was huge, but that was the biggest song right that time.
Yeah.
So I think Nigerian art has really grown very fast.
Yeah, that's true.
The Afrobeat generation.
That's true.
So are you typically Afrobeat only, or are you mixing?
Yeah, I mix. I do other kind of music.
Yeah.
Although the one I do most for now is Afrobeat, but I can still do R&B and other stuff.
So you have an album out already?
No, I have an EP out already.
EP out, extended play.
Yeah, extended play.
How many tracks?
Okay, I have 2 out already. One is 7 and the other is 6.
Yeah. So you produce yourself, or you have a producer?
No, I have a producer. I actually have like different producers, but there's one I work with like most of the time. His name is Coolboy. Yeah, so he has been working with me like from way back, right from my secondary school days.
Oh, and you've done a lot of collaborations with big acts.
Yeah, I did one with Davido, I did with Pato Ranking.
Yes.
I did with Mr. Easy, Fino, and so on.
How?
I did with Lava Lava from Tanzania.
Yes, for Tanzania.
Yeah.
I remember the last one. Is it the last album you did, Lava Lava?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So how is it working with Mr. Easy? Is it different working with Davido, and how is their personalities on stage, on the booth?
Okay, it's actually like a different vibe. So first of all, I worked with Davido first.
Yeah.
So after I did a song which actually brought me to limelight, Waiting We Gain.
Yes.
It had almost over 12 million views on YouTube and so on. So it was more like, it was one of the biggest songs in Nigeria.
And what was it?
As of 2018, Waiting We Gain. At the time of the song.
Yeah.
So then I reached out to Obio's cousin reached out to me and was like, bro, I would like you to work with Davido. So this is how it is. So I had to link up. Then he had a show at the O2 Arena then.
Yes.
I was like 2019, January thereabouts. Yes. So he had a show at the O2 Arena. So I had to go to London, fly to London to attend the show, and I performed there. And afterwards, we were unable to make the song. So we had to like come back again and come to Nigeria. Yeah. And that was when we did the song and shot the video for it. So Davido was like a bit harder than the rest of them. Yeah. Then for Mr. Easy, we've been like we are still close.
Yes.
So we are close, and I hit him up while I was in Ghana. I just like, Mr. Easy, I'm in Ghana. He said, oh, you're no problem. And I told him I was coming over. Then I was like, no, don't worry, I'll come over to your place and we work. So from there, that was how we did the song titled that.
So you recorded as well. You didn't record in Ghana. You recorded in Nigeria. This one with Mr. Easy.
Yeah, I did. I recorded in Ghana with Mr. Easy.
Oh.
Yeah.
So and the last one with Lava Lava.
Okay, Lava Lava. Okay, Lava Lava. We couldn't meet like in the studio one-on-one, so I had to like send my verse across to him. Then he sent his. He recorded it on, yeah, and he sent it back. And it was fire, superb.
So Lava Lava is singing in Swahili.
Yeah.
You are singing in English.
Yeah.
You merge is a mashup. It's a mashup. So, and the other guy who I didn't touch, who else did you call up? Pato Ranking. How is working with Pato Ranking?
Oh, my story with Pato Ranking.
How's your story with Pato Ranking?
Yeah, my story with Pato Ranking is actually cool. Pato Ranking is someone that I've knew from like way back.
Yes.
I met him like a few years ago before I came into Limelight.
Yeah.
So then I went, okay, this is actually a little bit funny because he was signing autograph for people, so I was privileged to be one of those people.
Yes.
While he was signing autograph, and I took my CD and I was like, bro, I'm a musician too, and I want to blow like you, like I want to be.
And then what did he say?
Yeah, sir. Then he was like, don't worry. He said, then he told me something. I was like, he said, Victor, there will be a day where the both of us will work together and you will even be bigger than I am.
Yes.
So when he told me that word, I had to like write that down.
Yes.
I kept it and I kept working on myself. Then
Yes.
2-3 years later, my song Waiting With Green Blue, and he heard the song. He never knew it was the same person that he spoke to and told that one day you will be.
Yes.
According to him, he said he heard the song in Ghana and was like, wow, this song is a jam.
Yes.
And there's a guy, one of these guys that I spoke to the other time that I've been doing a follow-up with.
Yes.
So he said, you remember this boy now? You signed an autograph for him, and he was like, so he called me and we just met at the studio. From there we became like friends, and afterwards we did a song together.
So among the three, who was easier to work with in the studio? Who did you have a connection with, a vibe? You know, when you're going on the studio, there's energy.
Yeah.
You have to share a bit of energy.
I think Pato Ranking on it had
because of the energy.
Yeah, because you know the both of us have like similar stories together.
Yes.
Like he came from a humble background and I did, and alongside with the story of me going to meet him for an autograph and all that. And so we had to combine those things and put in the music.
So your story somehow relates.
Yeah. Yes.
As compared, OBO of course comes from a very different family background. I know.
Yeah.
And so that one is a bit different.
Yeah.
And I don't know the background, Mr. Easy. That one I don't know, but I know OBO. I know how. Yeah. But I've listened to their songs, all of them.
Yeah.
And I've listened to your songs too. I think you're a great musician, and in the next few years, I think you're gonna blow up even bigger. For you to get those 4 collaborations is not easy. Especially 3 West African collaborations. It's something very an artist can work for a lifetime to get.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So what is your plan? You've done the biggest collaborations, you have the views, and you have the good vibe going for you. What do you think would be your next target? Apart from your EP, what do you work on which will usher you into the African market so that everyone will say, oh, that's Victor?
Okay, the thing is I have plans of doing international collaborations as well.
Yeah.
And working with the like of South Soul.
Yeah.
Working with other Western artists as well.
So the apart from the Afrobeat and the R&B, have you thought about the Southern African beat?
Okay, I did a song with my piano. That's what I'm talking. Yes. So I did a song like that last year, and it went well. I was supposed to have a collaboration with Kamompela, but we were unable. We met in Ghana.
Yeah.
So while she was coming to Ghana, I left South Africa. So the thing is that we were supposed to meet. So all the time we were supposed to meet is either here and I'm here and there. But I'll be going back to South Africa soon, and I'll work with some of the Africa.
You'll work with a piano artist.
Yeah.
I think that the sound, the African sound, maybe you tell me, what do you think is changing in the African sound? Remember, predominantly Afrobeat was a Nigerian beat.
Yeah.
It has moved across. It's no longer only Nigerian. Other people have tried to get other facets of it and improved on it. Same way the South Africans came with the Amapiano. In Kenya we have a beat we call the gengeton, which is gengeton is the base of it is a raga beat. But it's huge among the youngsters here. It's doing very well. So what do you think is the African sound going forward?
Yeah, I think African sound is actually pushing and it's moving fast to the world, because these days you see the Western people, they play songs in their clubs and their party and all that. So we get to see that, and we see the likes of Burna Boy doing Madison Square Garden. Like a 20,000 capacity in New York. That is huge.
That's huge.
That's huge. So and we see Whiskey doing the O2 Arena for a good 3 days and sold out tickets in few minutes. You understand? Davido, the same thing as well. So I think Africa is actually moving forward. And I think what we need now is collaborative efforts. We need that collaborative effort. So if I'm a Nigerian artist and I have something that is going down somewhere else and I think I can fix a Kenyan artist, and I should do that. And if I'm a Ghanaian artist or a Kenyan artist, I think it has to be like an African movement. It has to be more of an African movement than the solo movement. You understand? And
also it has to be, maybe to say that we need to collaborate even further. You see now, when you talk about Burna Boy making huge songs to be featured across the US platforms and to be in those American stations, I think is it the time for African music to the world? I mean, would we now see where these African acts, our acts, are called for the major rock festivals, where the black acts are now doing 100,000 open stadiums? So I don't know whether you think we can grow it to that level.
Yeah, I think we can go. For me, I don't feel like we have limit or any stop button as Africans. Yeah, we've proved it over time that there's no stop button for us, because it keeps getting better. You see, last year people doing a 10,000 capacity, and this year we're doing 20,000. And I believe next year we've done the O2 Arena, we've done the Madison Square Garden, and I believe like next year we'll be doing a whole lot than this. And I feel like collaborating more is going to help more. You understand?
So how do you pick guys to collaborate with when you say collaborating more?
Okay, if I record a song, for me it doesn't come because I want numbers or because I want to put you on. No, that it's not like that for me. If I record a song and I feel like I need a salty soul on it, then I'll put it. Like from how, you know, when you can listen to a song now and be like, and you can just imagine and picture a salty soul verse on it, and be like, okay, no, I think
this vocals,
with this, we can get, with this I can get Davido to do this, with this I can get Fino, you understand, just like that. So I feel that's how it works for me.
So apart from, you said you've done your EP, and your collaborations, and you're working on to making even a bigger music in the future. So what is your plan in the next 5 years? Where do you expect Victor to be, and what is your journey?
Okay, if I tell you that I have like plan, I'm just going to be if I tell you like I have a specific plan and say, okay, this is where I want to be, then that's me lying on trying to make up a story. So for me, I just move and I take each day as it comes and make sure I get better and learn from my mistakes. You understand? So I can't categorically tell you that this is where I want to be, because there are so many times I've wished for something and I didn't get, and there are also many times that I've wished for something and I got more than that, and I was like, oh God, I'm sorry for requesting for something this small. I never knew you had something huge for me. You understand? But mine is just moving forward and taking African music to the world.
Fantastic. I think you got the talent. So why don't you give us one of the songs we hear, like a freestyle?
Okay. You should tell me what you want from me. I want to love you, but you don't make it easy for me. And I want to share my dreams. So make you let me know where we go from here. Cause I've been grinding on my toes. And I did hustle, but you did after my soul. And I've been grinding, and God knows Said I did hustle, but you did after my soul. I love you, no the babies, baby. Oh.
That's sort of an R&B sound in it.
Yeah. That's my new song, Bill.
So who did you write it to?
Okay, it's about a girl that wants attention and she's clingy and wants all the lovey-dovey and all that. But then again, I had to like tell her that saying I love you all day and being here with you all day is not going to pay the bills. I need to hustle. I'm a man. I need to put food on the table for the family too.
Oh, yeah.
So we have to go a little bit of the love and attention, then still
look for money.
Yeah, that's it. Because at the end of the day, you want all the Gucci bag and the designer. If I don't get that for you, I don't think you'll be saying you love me anymore.
And yes, because you need to work as well.
So that's it.
So if in the songs you do, are they some of them from real life experiences?
Yeah, I think most of my songs I get them from deep conversations with people. So and real life experiences as well. Like my first song, the one that brought me to limelight, that was like me telling. That was like a true life story of me, and it was more like a conversation between me and God. While I was praying and say, God, it is time for me. I really want to go out there. I want people to see. I don't just want to keep this in there. I want people to see what you've done, your manifestation in my life. You understand? I want them to see. So that's it for me.
And then the second one, you sing about relationships.
Yeah.
Of course, the one you've said.
Yeah.
Is there anything from the Nigerian social commentary?
Okay. I don't think I have anyone like that yet. So
nothing on social commentary.
No.
So when you're recording, you record in your own studios or?
I don't really have like a specific one, but most of my songs actually I did it in my own studio. So I have a studio in my house. I just called my producer. I hit my producer up, and they came. And when they come, we just vibe, and from there.
So you in Lagos?
Yeah, in Lagos.
Which side of Lagos? Lekki Island.
Yeah, Lekki Island.
I know Lekki. I think I'm Nigerian more. I know Lekki. I know Victoria Island. I know Banana Island. I've been to Ikeja.
Oh, that's nice.
So I've been to those spaces.
Yeah.
You understand Lagos? I've been to very many spaces in Lagos. So when you take me, you blindfold me, I'll get my way around. I will get my way around in Lagos very easily. So tell me, does your family influence your art?
Yes, I think so. While growing up, my dad is a big lover of music. He's a huge fan of Lucky Dube, Jimmy Cliff, Bob Marley. So I listen to reggae music a lot. And he's also a huge fan of. He was also a huge fan of Fela as well too. So, and my family background, my humble background, actually influenced my music, and I got to put those things I've been through, my experiences and everything. So it made making music easy for me, because it's like me telling you my day-to-day life. So I put all that in the music.
So, and apart from the family and. Of course, Fela has been a big influence to any Nigerian act.
Yeah, that's true.
Is there anything that from Fela's thousands of collections you think you can take forward? Banner picks Fela's works a lot. Have you ever seen you can sample something in there?
I think before, if you're singing about, if you're doing a reality song, before you say like 5-10 words, Fela, you must have a bit of Fela in it, because he has said a whole lot. Whatever you want to touch, whichever area you want to touch, whether the government, whether the normal day-to-day life, you know.
Yes.
So Fela has actually inspired almost everybody, if not everybody, in Nigeria, or every artist in Nigeria.
So there's always a lot which is picked from that reservoir.
Yeah.
And privately, are you engaged, dating? Who is the woman in your life?
No, I'm single for now, focusing on my career.
We'll give you a Kenyan girl now. My brother, a Kenyan girl.
I don't mind. I don't mind.
Have you seen someone who's caught your eye here?
A whole lot has caught my eye, but I've never got the time to speak to anyone.
Why? You came yesterday?
No, I came here the day before yesterday, like 2 days ago.
Okay.
So maybe before I leave, I still have a little time here. So before I leave, I'll do that. I'll check.
So, apart from music, what is your background educationally? Apart from education, family-wise, anything which you
Okay, I came from a humble background.
Yeah.
Family of 4. I'm like the first son, but second child. Okay, I attended Awishi Polytechnic. That's like the higher institution on my side. And that's all, nothing much.
Nothing much, huh?
Yeah.
So from school you just said, hear me and God, this music is my thing.
Yeah. Okay, I started doing music professionally from school.
Oh.
So then I was like the best singer in my whole school.
Okay.
So I got awards, a lot of awards like during my school days and all that.
Yeah.
But I knew I wanted something bigger than that. So I had to like push more after school and all that. Although I studied electrical engineering, but I knew that wasn't
that wasn't your passion.
Yeah, that wasn't my passion. I had to just make my dad and my parents smile. Okay, this is what you want.
He didn't make noise. He didn't say no. I took you to school. You must be an engineer.
No. He just wanted me to get good grades. You know, every parents want the best for their children. They don't want you to end up being a thug or a tout or something. So I just had to do that. But deep down within me, I knew that music was a thing for me.
But they've been supporting you?
Yeah, they've been supportive. They've been supportive like 100%. Even before the film, they've been supportive. But they don't want me to say I want to quit school for music.
That's a no for an African parent. Yeah. That is a no.
You don't want to hear that.
You cannot
do whatever you want to do, but just get the good grades first. That's ours.
Yes.
You owe they just like you owe. My dad would be like, you owe me those grades. Yes,
but you can do your shit together, but you must do your stuff.
Yeah, you must do your stuff.
Victor, if today, among the travels, the places you've traveled, you go to O2 Arena and the performances, where would you say you feel the love for fans?
Oh, I'm yet to perform in Kenya, so that's tonight. I don't know how that's going to be.
Yeah.
But for now, I think the place I've gone to that I can't really say, because all the places I've been to, they have like different energy.
Yes.
And there was a time that I went to Sierra Leone, and thousands of people came out, and the energy there was great. And okay, of course, I can't say back home because it's always A+ for me there.
Yes.
So I can't category. I went to Cameroon as well, and it's so great. And even in Turkey and in the UK, so many places I can't really pick and say this is it.
This is it.
Yeah.
So any collaboration with maybe Bana or Wizkid?
Yeah, I think that's going to happen in the future. But now we don't have any stuff on ground yet. So.
Okay. What about there are young other youngsters as well coming, Kina Fireboy and the rest.
Omale.
Simi, Omale.
Yeah, so I don't have anything with them yet. No song with them yet, but I look forward to that.
I'm looking forward to that. I think you're doing a great job. I like your music. Your vocals are great, and I think going forward maybe you will even blow further than the levels you've done. We want to see you at that stage where Bana is.
Sure, very soon, by the grace of God.
And Wizkid, no, because Wizkid, his first song was which one? The other one from
Hala Choboy.
Ojo, when he comes from Movo Studios. Yeah. So what would you say that what is the lifespan of a Nigerian artist? Because nowadays I saw the other day Coco Master trying to make a comeback. In fact, he called me from Kenya. He said, I'm doing, the album is out.
Yeah.
What is the span of a Nigerian artist at the limelight? It takes 10 years, 15?
Okay, the thing is that I feel like a lifespan of a Nigerian artist is a self-decision.
Huh?
Yeah, it's a self-decision. I don't feel like there's any particular number to it that is attached to it that say, okay, I don't feel like there's any limitation or restrictions to it. Because you see Burna Boy has been there for years. Wizkid has been there for over 10 years. And same with Davido. And some other persons too, they couldn't get to 4 or 5, you understand? So I feel like as long as you're alive and you keep doing music and you keep putting the same passion, not reducing the passion that you are, the same energy you started with, if you continue with that, then you have no limits.
You've had the hip hop fight between Kenya and Nigerian rappers. You've had it.
No, I don't know. Because I just look forward to the better future. I don't have much time for scandals. I just let that slide.
But you've had.
I don't get myself involved in it.
You didn't hear any of our songs and the Nigerian fight and the Sierra Leonean fights?
No, I don't think I've heard that.
Okay, thank you, bro. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Pleasure, my pleasure.
Yeah.
While you've been watching the History Makers, of course, I was hanging out with Victor. Victor is one of the top artists in Nigeria. He's collaborated, of course, with Davido, Panto Ranking, Mr. Easy, and of course, from across Tanzania, he worked with Lava Lava. We hope that we collaborate with more Kenyan acts in future and make sure that our sound, the African sound, even scales to greater heights across the world. Keep watching.